Somewhere in the age lineup of every person alive on earth today, there is a spot with a name on it. Picture all 8 billion of us standing in a single line, arranged from the youngest to the oldest. Somewhere in that line is you, and where you stand depends entirely on who you are standing next to. Take someone born on the first day of the year 2000. Line them up against the whole world, and they're already older than nearly half of humanity. But place that same person inside Japan, the world's oldest large nation, and they suddenly look young. In Japan, they're younger than roughly 3 out of every 4 people, because the typical Japanese citizen has already passed the age of 50. That's because the world itself is aging. 50 years ago, half of everyone on the planet was under 21 years old. Today, that midpoint has climbed past 30, and it's still climbing. The reason comes down to one number: the replacement rate. That's the average number of children a woman needs to have over her lifetime to keep our population steady, generation after generation, without shrinking. That number sits at just over 2. Right now, the world as a whole is only barely above it, and more than half of all countries, including China, the United States, India, Japan, and the most of Europe, have already dropped below. Just a few decades ago, the global number was closer to 5 children per woman. Now it's a little over 2 and falling. What that means is simple, but its effects are enormous. Fewer babies today means fewer working age adults tomorrow, and fewer working adults means a shrinking workforce carrying a growing number of retirees. That imbalance is already straining pensions, hospitals, and job markets in places stretching from Italy to South Korea. Yet, the overall human story is still one of growth. For now. It took less than a century for the global population to quadruple from 2 billion people to more than 8 billion, thanks largely to modern medicine and a revolution in how we grow food. But that growth is slowing. Where the population once expanded rapidly year after year, it now inches upward by less than 1% annually. The United Nations expects the world to reach nearly 10 billion people before the middle of this century, and to keep climbing gently after that, before finally leveling off and beginning, for the first time in modern history, to shrink. And the map of where people live is being redrawn too. The most populous countries in the coming decades will no longer look like today's. India will pull further ahead of every other nation on earth. China, long the world's most populous country, will fall behind it, its population contracting rather than growing. Nations across Africa and South Asia will rise up the ranking, reshaping where the center of human life sits on the globe. So the next time you think about your own age, remember, it isn't just a number, it's a position in a line that includes every person alive, a line that is quietly, steadily growing older, one generation at a time. Where do you stand?